you want to check as well, Quokka, in case you can see it?
Oh, it's just starting now.
Welcome guys to the APAC Season 1 Finals. It's going to be an exciting match. My name's Private Genocide and I'm met with Quokka and Rembrandt doing the commentary. How are you guys?
Yeah, doing very well. Very excited about this upcoming match. We've got two really great teams here. So it'll be very interesting what happens today.
Quokka, you there?
Yeah, hi, this is... Yeah, I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep. Very excited to be watching this game. As I said here, I'd rather be playing in it, but it wasn't to be this season. So well done to KAOS and Trouble for making it. They towered our team up pretty well. So it's going to be a very close and exciting match.
Yep. So let's introduce our teams. So we've got Trouble versus KAOS. And we were just discussing before the stream had gone live, but there seems to be a big following of the underdogs, Trouble, taking on KAOS in this match. But the bookie favourite seems to be KAOS. Anything you guys want to add on to that?
Yeah, well, KAOS has pretty much dominated right through the season. Trouble sort of snuck in there just ahead of my own team, TBT, by fractions of places, of decimals. But they're very. They seem to me like a team that is getting stronger throughout the season, and I'm picking them to knock KAOS over in this final.
Yeah.
Yep, no, I've been down to the bookies and got my money on KAOS, so I won't be cheering for anybody, but I think they won't be too daunted by the fact that Trouble have been improving. I just think they've been so strong, and they're such a perfect lineup with a good mix of all sorts of players you need. They're going to be hard to beat, but there's absolutely no weaknesses in the Trouble lineup either, so could go either way, but the bookies are on KAOS.
Okay, so having a look at the team. Rembrandt, do you want to run us through the teams that we got over there?
Sure. So Trouble is led, co-captains are Mr. Soap and Xenexis. Mr. Soap is an alpha veteran. He has been playing for, I don't know when he started, but well before I did, and I started 7 odd months ago. So he's very well known in the community. Does a lot of work with the HH clan. Co-captaining with him is Xenexis. Xenexis you will know by his double shotguns, normally when you die. Following that, we've got BX Native. She is actually in the regular Dash League. She plays for Acme, which is the international side I'm with. So it's quite good. She's from the US, so she'll be dealing with a bit more ping than anyone else, but it's nice that we've got some overseas players playing along with us. Then we have Drewy. Drewy has slowly developed into a bit of a demolitions person, which is quite good. He's certainly surprised me recently in the pub lobbies. We've got Beulah. Beulah's been playing for he was around in the alphas as well. Another good player, good forward, aggressive attacker. then we've got Two Dots, who is, I believe, Russian-based in Thailand. He's another very aggressive player. Charges through with pistols, and seen him doing the odd aggressive rocket launcher attack too, which is pretty exciting. On KAOS, we've got led by the Dash League's favourite sisters, Crash Zone and Axiom. They've been around since well early in the alpha as well. Some of the first two competitors I remember. Then we've got Universal, who is he came into this as an intermediate player, but he's definitely at a veteran experience level now. We've got Firehorse, who is another member of Team Acme. He is a shocks rocket launcher specialist, and also moving into the realms of sniper shotgun combo, which is first time I've seen it, and it looks very effective. Eraser, he's actually the founder of the AUNZ Discord, and he's sort of been in and out of the game a bit, but it's good to see him back in here and playing in the final. And McMuffinator, now he's one of the few Kiwis that we've got. He represented New Zealand this morning in the Anzac game, which I believe New Zealand won quite convincingly. His improvement over the last few weeks has just been incredible. So it's great to see him there as well.
So we've got the captains joining us from inside the match. Let's bring them up. Crash, Mr. Soap, how are you?
You're good. I'm good.
Yeah, really good. Looking forward to it.
Are we all ready for today's match?
Yeah, it's gonna be a clash for us. I mean, Trouble's getting there pretty good. So yeah, let's see.
Yeah, ready as we'll ever be. You'll never know until the bell goes and you see a bunch of bodies dashing in your face and trying to shoot you.
Definitely.
Now, Crash, you guys have essentially dominated the competition so far, winning every single round you've come across. Does that give you a little bit of confidence going into this match, or are you just as careful approaching this match as you would any other?
Well, to be fair, we started this season, the whole thing, playing against Trouble, and I think by then it's been like a few weeks now, and we can clear every place, both sides. So it'll be a very let's see what's happening, because I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll do our best and we'll have a fun game tonight.
And Soap, you getting ready to knock KAOS off their perch just so that they can feel what it's like? We've landed on their bottoms.
Yeah, well, we're playing the same maps as we played last time. They completely hosed us on Waterway, so we've adjusted our strategy a bit there. And then Canyon as well. It was a really close matchup last time, so we're just getting back to the basics, hoping to get on that card as often as we can, and we'll see how we go.
Guaka and Rembrandt, any questions for our captains?
You got anyone you're targeting, Crash? You going to tag someone out of the game?
Well, it's more like trying to find where Senexus is with double shotties, because I do not like that, because he kills me every time. So
you're allergic to shotguns?
Yes, very much. Yeah.
Soap?
I think I'll be trying to destroy them all pretty heavily today.
Oh.
Well, when you try to do that, you tend to succeed, so I don't envy them their task.
Rembrandt, anything
Not
from
much.
you?
Not much from me. I just want to say good luck to you both. It's been an awesome season. This is our first time giving this a go. It's just been amazing. Everyone putting the work in to get us to this point. So yeah, just want to see you guys play well, and I am looking forward to an upset. If we could, that'd be great. But we'll see what happens.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, team. Hope it didn't show.
Alright, let's move on to some player statistics. So, Rembrandt, do you want to take us through those player statistics there quick?
Yeah, that's fine. So this is the KD performance here. So KD is a measure of person's kills and the number of times they've died. So the higher the better. Anything over 1 means you've killed more than you have died. So looking at those stats there, we on the KAOS side, we've got Axiom with a 1.5, which is absolutely huge, and not far behind her, we've got Universal with 1.36 and Crash Zone of 1.28. On the Trouble team, you've got Mr. Soap with a massive 1.69. That is a huge KD in tournament play, and not far behind him is the Nexus with 1.51. So yeah, it's reasonably measured here. I mean, Nexus and Mr. Soap are quite high up. I think KAOS slightly has the edge here. They've got 3 players over the 1 mark, but yeah, let's see what happens. Okay,
So
now here we have the score ratio. So this measures how many points each person scores on a map on average, and it balances it out. So a score of 1 means you get exactly 1/10 of the points on a map. So that's the almost expected amount you get if everyone scored the same. So anything over 1 means you're doing really, really well. So again, we've got Axion leading the charge for KAOS with 1.42. And close behind we have Universal and Crash Zone 1.28 and 1.22. On Trouble, Mr. Soap here, just another phenomenal stat, 1.68, which is incredible. Xenexis isn't too far behind, 0.92, but from that stat there, you can clearly show Mr. Soap's importance in working through the objectives in each map. So a strategy for KAOS would probably be to take Soap down quick.
Yeah, and just to explain a little bit further on the score ratio, so it also depends on the type of player you are and the position and role that you have in that game. We take, for example, Firehorse has a score ratio of 0.5, but he is predominantly a defensive player, especially when it comes to games like Waterway, where he would be sniping with his sniper and defending the base with the shotgun. So he's not going to be pushing those objectives as much, and as a result his score ratio is low, but an equally valuable player in the game.
Yes, that's right. I mean, these stats can only capture a part of the game. So we've got one that sort of captures the shooting versus not being shot, and also the score. But there are a lot of subtleties in the game, especially when you've got snipers that hang back, and so.
Well, I think what we can do is get our Drone Master to bring us into the match.
Still chatting by the looks.
I think
Who's on the drones today?
I am on the drones today.
Oh, you are doing it all. Well done, Geno.
So we're up Canyon first, is that right?
I believe so. But what we can do is we can talk about Canyon while the guys are getting ready.
Well, this is, I think, the most popular map, certainly for me and a lot of League players. It's compact, it's fun to play because you're never too far from the action. You die, you're back in it straight away.
Yeah. So while I move the payload around, why don't you guys stop me at certain points, and then we can talk about what we can expect to see in the map.
Okay, so from this very point here, as soon as that cart gets outside the spawn there, as it takes that first left, that's when it's at its most vulnerable. So what you'll find, there'll be red players will be standing on that bridge that's just a little bit further along the rail, probably with shocks or rockets, and they'll be trying to hammer that cart just as it goes around that corner, trying to clear it early.
I always find they'll stop it for a moment or two because they'll have the better weapons, but once you clear them out, it'll race up to that point where it is now.
Yeah, they spawn really close, so they've got the advantage over you. But some of the good teams with the more evasive players, they can hold the cart back for a little while.
So if they can get the cart to where it is now without much of a stoppage, you've done very well. But where you're showing now is like the hardest part to get the cart through in the whole map for me. That corner there is easy to defend as red. It's
a rocket user's paradise. They sit up just above the checkpoint, firing rockets down on the cart, and the
blue players have not got their dashes in. They can't get a dash before that point, so they're limited in their movement. It can be a struggle to get out. It's the place you want to focus on if you can.
I'm going to be very curious to see whether Drewy is the go-to Rockets person, or maybe Mr. Soap doing more of a pushing, more aggressive pushing move this game. I'd be very, very curious if he gets into that role with both jump on the Rockets.
So you've moved it up to the checkpoint now. Getting it through there is obviously just as difficult as around the corner, but if you've gotten it around the corner, you'll probably progress it, and then it'll zoom up to the corner before the hill. So you very rarely slow it down a lot along there. It's very tricky to get to the cart to stop it. So you usually get to that corner, and then the momentum switches.
Yeah. So I think why that momentum switches quite a lot is because, like you were saying, prior to the checkpoint, the blue team is without their dashes. And then once it goes past the checkpoint and the spawn points end up swapping around, it's almost the reverse. The red team struggles to get to the dashes are towards the payload, while the blue team has got almost 3 or 4 dashes available to them.
So you'll have a player like Soap getting in behind now, trying to take all the dashes, so the blue team can't get the advantage from them.
Yeah.
As it comes up that hill, you get fire from above. It's very hard to stay on the payload and be safe, but it's also hard to know where the attackers are coming from. Still, it tends to move up there fairly quickly until it gets to right where you've stopped it.
What I noticed from our last game, TBD versus KAOS, Firehorse was causing absolute devastation with the shocks from up the roof there. He sort of bounced between the roof and then to the spawn rail and back again, and gave us a hell of a time. It was quite pivotal in their win.
And we're not even in Canyon. We've decided to go Launchpad.
Right.
Well,
shaking it up there.
Anybody who's ready with all the canyon lefts, rights, and hills, you can forget about that.
Okay, we're in.
Alright. So we're following the Nexus, got his shotgun. Game on.
Has he only got the one at the moment? Test. Well, it's always a risk charging at the cart when the people in the spawn can see you. So in the spawn area, they can shoot out, but you can't shoot in. So it's a risk, very risky move.
You don't want to be around there too long. I think he's got a shield, does he?
Ah, okay. That might be helping him out here.
Yeah.
Okay, he finally falls, but he did some damage.
So
see rockets going on the cart.
Similarly, the blue team should be able to move it out to the first corner pretty quickly. And then you can be held up there, but if your team are on a roll, you'll get up to the ramp really fast, which they're doing. So they're off to a great start here. Just a slight pause, but it was only taking
got a good move
cover.
on. Oh, they've jumped off the cart. It's very imperative you have really good communication with your teammates. Just make sure there's no point where the cart isn't moving. It can be tempting for everyone to jump off and try and take someone out, but sometimes it's better to die on the cart if it means it keeps the cart moving, and then another teammate can sort of jump on just behind you.
If you know you have teammates about, it's a good tactic. If you're all on your own, run like hell.
Yeah. Okay, looks like Eraser might be the dedicated cart pusher for KAOS here. I'll just see if anyone's going to sub in for him while he's down. Okay. Oh, rockets down on the cart there. See, robot bodies flying everywhere. Okay, so they're at the. So this can be a bit of a choke point here. You've normally got rockets coming in from above the checkpoint. 4 minutes at the corner is a good time. But this next part is really key. This is when Red can get on top of you. But Blue are KAOS are just charging through. They're making great time now.
Yeah, I think once you're on a roll like that, you just keep on hitting it and pushing. You put the onus on your opposition to break you up if they can, but if they start panicking and coming one at a time, they're not going to slow you down.
Great rocket just then clearing the cart. Those are the game winners. Those ones. Who's that throwing the rockets through? Is it Drury or Soap? It was brilliant. Nice work. They've got a good hold going here.
I think we can definitely cast you as a Trouble fan for the day, Rembrandt.
Yeah. Hoping.
Yeah.
No, they're doing good here. They're doing good. They've got 2 on cart. It'd be interesting if
They've got it at the
Chaos
moment.
come through on explosives. Don't know if anyone's pushing through to Chaos spawn.
Yeah, no, those rockets are just
They are
carving up Chaos right now.
They've kept them there for what, nearly a minute now?
Yep.
They're doing a great
They're not
job
good.
here. 2 on the cart,
Can't tell.
keeping it still.
Was it Drew with the rockets? He's doing great if it is.
Red's Nexus trying to disrupt all the way back at Blue's base.
Yeah, that's where I'd
It's
be.
a,
I'd be
it's
doing
a, it's
the
a
same
risk
thing.
reward there, but
Yeah.
it can be very effective at just frustrating and slowing down the opposition.
I figure if I can keep 2 people busy at their spawn, then there's only 3 for the rest of my team to be dealing with at the cart.
Exactly. So they've still got a lot of time to get it through the checkpoint. So it's not tilting in Trouble's favour just yet. But
And
again
They
through.
just got it.
I've got it.
Through.
Checkpoint.
They've got
What
it.
was that, about a minute 45 or something? It's reasonably strong.
So we should see a bit of final resistance from those still alive, but then Blue will move it up to the next corner in peace usually.
They're just looking at the top dashes at the checkpoint. Mr. Soap with a commanding lead of 22 for 11, and Drury not far behind, 18 for 10.
Yeah, I think
and then
that was definitely him with those rockets then.
Yeah, I don't think he was much for a explosive user at the start of the season, but it's something he's picked up, and he's really starting to perform with those.
Right. Be interesting to follow Mr. Soap, see how his thought process goes.
Yeah. Oh, Universal straight into his face.
I was just thinking I'd play a bit like Mr. Soap, but then again, he doesn't normally die and I do, so he was just out of a bit of form there. He will usually, if you do manage to kill Mr. Soap, he comes and finds you and kills you straight away. So I don't recommend doing it.
Yeah, he's doing a lot there, but
Okay, they're back on another
Crash
good little
Sisters
push.
take him out.
Crash Sisters, I love that.
So when the alpha first came out, Crash and Axion, they only had the one quest between them, and so they shared an account. So for the longest time, we thought they were the same person. So I'd have a conversation with one, and the other one wouldn't really know what I'm talking about. But 2 quests now, so yeah, they are in fact 2 people.
Nobody on cart. Red team seems to have kept them off for about a minute.
Yeah, this is another good hold point. This is about the point where Red can get to that area faster than the Blues can. So if the Blues aren't pushing as a group, then you can sort of stop a trickle quite well. But having said that, Blue are pushing that car through as I speak. Now, first game of the season, it was Trouble versus Chaos. Does anyone remember how far each team went? I don't think either of them finished. I think it was something like 93, 94%, something like that. I'll just be curious how they compare.
Was that on Canyon or?
No, that was on Launchpad.
Minutes to go. Coming up in 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're making good time
Oh,
here.
it's gone 5 minutes. My mistake.
It's always a scary moment when you go to pick up your dash, you're just waiting for it, and you look up, and then you see one of your teammates dead just in front of you. You're like, oh, there's a red hanging around here. Am I next? And I think he might have noticed that because he just sprinted off as soon as he saw that.
BX Native was doing really good defense work on there.
Yeah, they're doing a really good hold here. Let's work there. Oh, taken out by a razor. So 83% with 3 minutes 50. What I find in this map, generally, it's defendable if you can get the cart through that archway. You've got a chance of defending it. Obviously, the further you get, the more of a chance you have. But I always think of the archway as if you can get it past there, you've got a chance. If you don't, chances are you aren't gonna win. So that's their first goal, is get that straight through that arch.
Just struggling with it at the moment, aren't they?
3:13, so yeah, they've still got a bit of time. I don't think they've got enough time to take it all the way home. But they could still, I reckon they could probably get it to the home straight, which would be a really good push. Launchpad's a little bit more challenging than Canyon as far as being able to push the cart to the end zone. Holding on.
She's still around there somewhere, Axe.
Both of them, Crash and Axe both there, okay. Alright, so they're in the archway.
They've got a...
Ooh,
oh,
what
somebody's
shock.
got some shocks. Where was that come from?
I'd imagine where we look at Firehorse, he'll be carrying dual shocks from a distance.
He'll be there somewhere. So now once they get set up like that, I always try and go around the sniper alley to the right and get in behind them and give my teammates some ability to push, as everyone tends to chase you around. Always, you don't last too long, but cause enough disruption behind them. You can get that final push through out into the open.
Yeah, see, this is a little risky. They've got 3 on the cart and they're playing Firehorse. I know he's going to come down there with some shocks very shortly. Okay, no, there's only 1 on there now, so that must have just been a temporary measure. But they are through the archway. A good push would be just through the next bend.
It also gives an opportunity for
Final
the blue
bend.
team to actually flank around the back side of them once they're through this archway. You're now watching down this rail, but you could easily...
I think they're gathering, aren't they? They're going to come in together.
Yeah, looks like they are.
It's too quiet.
Push.
Here they come.
Ooh. I think Bueller's
Lost
been injured.
one.
There comes the shocks. Firehorse is en route.
Firehorse is down. Oh no, he's not. There was somebody
Oh,
else
no,
with
wasn't.
shocks.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, red.
good
Nice
shot.
shot.
Good
Crash, taking 2 out. She needs
3
third,
out.
she gets 3.
Trouble are defending
Critical.
this very well now.
43 seconds left. 86%, so, you know, Trouble are doing well. They've pulled us back a bit. Xenixus with a key kill there. You don't want Crash and X in the end zone in the final few seconds. You can guarantee an overtime if they're near that area. Right, Firehorse, shock and
Firehorse.
pistol combo.
Single.
You got one.
Only had time to get one shock.
Cart moves, someone's on the cart. Progress in it, 87%, 3 seconds left. Will they get an overtime?
No.
No. Right, this is going to be interesting.
Okay, I have to say that puts Trouble in the box seat, if you ask me.
I think it does. It's still going to be very close, but it's certainly an improvement from the last time they played.
So just
Right.
while they set up, some very, very
Oh, what's happened to
expected
Firehorse
stats
here?
with
Has he crashed out?
No, I think he was just adjusting his head strap.
Ooh, it's valuable seconds lost
he'd
though.
normally have he's lost his setup time.
Oh no, this is not what
That
Chaos
one-
needed. So normally at that point he would have gone further back, picked up a dash pickup and a second shock, but he's just have to make do. So he'll be low on dashes and only
He doesn't
the
have
one.
a shield, I don't think. So I think he's lost a controller.
Oh wow, that would be huge if he has. He's doing all right though. Playing one-handed. It'll be interesting what's going on there.
Maybe on his first death he has to switch.
Yeah,
Switch
he must
it
have just
out.
lost a battery. Oh,
Be interesting to
geez.
see if he does that.
Wow, he doesn't need it.
If he's playing one-handed, this is incredible. Oh, if they
And
has
that looks like somebody's disconnected on their side. Let me see if I can
someone in
find out who
trouble's
that
gone
is.
as well. Oh, this is just chaos.
Well, that's the name of the team.
And
That's not exactly what they meant by it, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah.
Firehorse
Mr.
won.
Soap.
Oh, that's big trouble for trouble.
That
Mr.
is
Trouble
Soap.
for trouble and chaos for chaos.
Oh my gosh, what is going on? Oh, he's dropped entirely. Oh, this is a shocker. Oh no.
Look, Firehorse has got the shocks.
At least
Firehorse
Firehorse
is
can
the
use
shocker.
one hand.
Oh,
Soap's
the wordplay is just immense.
totally gone. It'll be interesting whether
One-handed
they
Firehorse.
whether
And
trouble
a
brings
trouble.
someone else in, or is Mr. Soap reconnecting?
I suspect Mr. Soap will be back. I was playing with Firehorse last night, and he had to do his controllers. So I'm surprised he's lost one.
Yeah, that's
It's not a battery issue.
Oh, maybe not. Okay, well, power play for Chaos at the moment. We've got 4.5 people to.
4.5
Oh, no,
on
Mr.
4.
Soap's back. I'll be interested if.
Okay.
I wonder if we could scroll
be
through
mad.
the Firehorse and just see. if
Oh,
he's got a second
Universal
arm.
going nuts there. Alright, well they are progressing beautifully.
Well, yeah, at this point they are still about 20 seconds behind, but considering everything that's happened, it's pretty valiant. Oh, it looks like Firehorse has an extra arm, so I think we're back. 5v5.
I think horses only have legs. He's only using the
Oh,
one
is he only,
hand
he's
still.
still only got one?
No,
Oh, no, he's
he
got
just
both,
only had a rocket on the one.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. 3 minutes. Where are they? Are they through the arch? Through the bridge? Not quite. So
about.
yeah, still advantage
Just on the
Chaos at
bridge.
this point. The Chaos, they got just up to that before the last bend before checkpoint. They were at about 3 minutes 20, and that's when Trouble held them for a full minute. So it'll be interesting how they compare. I think they got through at about 1:45. So they're at 2:34 at the moment. So they've got a lot on the cart, but no one sees Universal at the top there. Okay.
Wow.
Now, since Trouble died at the same time, they should all be spawning at the same time, so this could be setting them up for a group push. Charging straight through. Has he got any dashes left? They on the cart. Oh,
It's just going to take someone to hit that now.
Oh, who have we got there? Hidden in the corner of the shield. I'm picking that's going to be Firehorse. It's one of his favourite spots.
We've
Got
got
taken out though.
4 members, essentially just a barrage. Oh, and got a couple of disruptors, and that's it. They've done it, they've pushed it past.
Well, they've done it, and it's about the same as what
Yep, very
Chaos
close.
put it through. Yeah. Right. Okay. So this is good. We've got a game on our hands.
So if I have my theory, they tend to make it up to this next corner without any trouble whatsoever. No pun intended. And
Oh, we've got a red pushing through there. I don't know if Native saw them. Sneaking up behind. She's yep. Back on the car. Oh, nicely taken out by Firehorse. I didn't see what weapon he's got there, but I'm guessing probably a shotgun. Oh no, he's got
Oh,
shocks.
Native.
Oh, native.
Awesome.
Getting their revenge. Yeah, they're still making decent time.
Well, they're going to. Native just keeps killing everybody on sight.
She's doing great at the moment.
Oh, that was a great little one from her.
3 on the card. They're really trying to make up some ground while they've got the I guess got the spawn advantage. It's good to see. Doesn't look like there's any KAOS disruptors behind them at the moment, so they're making terrific pace. Nearly at the top of the hill. Oh, big explosion on the cart there. They've cleared it, and this is the next key hold area. Racer giving the rockets a go. Okay, we've got X coming in. So I think Trouble they have the advantage now. Oh, they're already under the rocket bridge.
Wow.
Coming up to the final archway, they are just rocketing. I think KAOS are a bit shell shocked at the moment.
I think you're right. I think Trouble are going to do this comfortably now by the looks of things.
This is
KAOS don't seem to
incredible.
be able to get a hold of them at all.
3 on the card at all times. It's amazing push. Look at that. Always making sure at least one's on the cart and the other 2 clear up the attackers. Already through the archway. They've got 1% to make in the next 5 minutes. This is incredible.
So they're going to make it. It's just a question: can KAOS hold them up for a bit and get some play in to get them ready get them some confidence for the next map?
Yeah. Well, I have seen holds from here. You kind of need some good communications in the team. You need your 2 best disruptors to get up in their face and just try and hold them at the spawn. Maybe even 3. And just have good communications, people on the cart saying, look, they're coming in hard, we're going to need assistance, and you get your disruptors back. But at this point, if you want to win, you're going to have to sort of... offense is the best defense sometimes.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. Blue are going to come in waves, then you can just get 2 disruptors really forward, reduce the size of the wave, and if they get killed, then they're back ready for them to actually make it in.
Maybe have one person in a sneaky spot behind a wall, shooting back on the cart. That sort of thing, frustrate the opposition. And always has one ready to jump on the cart to defend it as soon as one person goes down. So shock hit the cart then you need someone to quickly jump on the cart and stop them trickling it forward. 330.
I tend to like to get out in front of my team and then jump on the cart and let them all hit me, and they all come at me, and then somebody behind me with shocks can take them out.
Yep.
Sacrificial quokka, I'll call it.
Looks like Burla's holding back, waiting for the rest of the team.
Yeah, they're going to do a group push here. Looking to finish it.
Somebody just went past, so he's waiting for He's got the go ahead. Here they come.
Oh, 3 minutes.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
It inched. It inched.
They're pretty much tied here.
I think Bueller would have been better off going out the other way from where he was.
Yeah, they had another side of attack, but they did move it forward, and they only need to do that 1 or 2 more times, and they've got the win. Doing some good defense here, though. .30. Alright, looks like they're setting up for another big push together.
Yeah, they've got their sneaky player.
Native with the shotgun pistol. I've never seen him use that before.
becoming a
good.
bit of a favoured combination. I've been
Oh,
practicing with it. I've
I
seen a
love
few
it.
other people.
Yeah, I think the damage you telling me about it, and so wow, this is great. It took a while to get used to it, but yeah, I enjoy it. Lovely work, Native. Gets the cart moving. On the verge.
I've done
Oh,
it.
they take it. Wow.
There you go. 2
1 minute
minutes.
59 remaining. How's that for an upset?
Top dash
Okay.
from KAOS side, looking at Universal, 80 is 65. Mr. Soap for Trouble at 81.49. Really good scores.
Wow. Yeah, pretty much cancelling each other out there.
Yeah.
Crash top point scorer there, 59.56 for 82.44, and Zenexus just behind Soap there of 65.45 for 74.32 points. So amazing work from Trouble. That's an amazing comeback. From the first game of the season to this is a great redemption arc. That's what I like to see.
A redemption arc. I love it.
And we seem to have lost somebody on the KAOS team. Oh, they were doing a swap over, wasn't it?
Oh yes, I think they're bringing in
McMuffinator's
McMuffinator,
coming in.
the Kiwi Killer, nickname that I just came up with right now. I played on a pub game with him just before the Anzac game this morning, and I joined just to hear some pretty high level bagging him out, saying that he must be hacking. And I'm like, no, he ain't, mate. He's just good. Suck it up. His improvement over the season has just been absolutely brilliant to watch. He's an absolute killer now, which Trouble is about to find out.
While the guys are getting ready, I think our next match is going to be Waterway.
So let's talk about that, and then they'll play Quarry.
So I'll move my little green team over here, and we're about to get into position. So why don't Quacker, you talk to us? We're in this position here.
So if I was your green guys coming out here, you've two guys will already have taken a dash, and they will be generally one on the bottom rail trying to get in and under the other team. And if I take the top one, I always make a point of getting B and then trying to get around to the other side. B is the point in the middle. Then it's so many different ways you can play it, but if you can have your team try and hold B, not let anyone get past you back to your base, then you're pretty close to snatching theirs and locking some of them out. Then rushing your B players forward as well, and then they can't win. But it never works out like that because the other team are doing exactly the same thing to you.
It's all about who can cancel each other out first.
Yep. Go on.
Just saying that it'll be interesting how each team plays this map too. I think we Firehorse is a sniper shotgun player on this map, so he'll normally sit in home base. Sniper shooting anyone coming across the field there. It'd be interesting what Trouble does in comparison. I don't think they have a recognized sniper. I know Zenexus is a double shotty. Ex-native, she does a bit of pistol sniping. I don't think anyone there currently is a known sniper, so they might all be pushing and looking for the overlap on the field.
Yeah, I can't think of a sniper there. Soap is good at it, but he tends to sit at B and look out from the main wall, and just pops out and takes out two of you as you're working out what to do. There's a great little spot he's really good at there. Obviously, he doesn't stay there too long, or he get hunted down.
And who do you? I don't know what you guys typically play in terms of your strategy, whether you have 2-2-1, with 2 going B, 2 going to the enemy, and 1 sort of floating. I know KAOS likes to have 1 always back. They seem to do like a 3-1 push. What do you think is the better strategy? Or is there no better strategy?
I think it depends on the players you've got. If they've got a really good sniper, you kind of almost have to work your game around that. Make sure you attack them from the bottom rail where they're not going to get you.
Yeah.
If you've got a sniper and they've got a sniper, but their sniper is better than yours, it's probably best not to have that person sniping. You'd be more effective taking an aggressive posture, because their sniper will take out your sniper plus the players crossing the field, so you might as well all be attacking. I'm just seeing the Trouble's 5th person is 2 dots. Yeah, he's an aggressive player, so my money's on them all pushing hard.
So they're going to give Firehorse a bit of a hard time, because Firehorse is that sniper, and the best way to get to a sniper is, as you say, through the bottom rail. So if Trouble can keep that bottom rail open as a sort of conduit to get into their base and get past the sniper, then I think they're going to be in a good position this match.
Yeah, be interesting. I mean, KAOS are really good in domination. I think they won this. I think they won this 3-0 at the start of the season. So against Trouble. So I think it's a hard ask for Trouble to come back from that. But you never know. You never know. I don't think 2 dots played in this first game of the season, and he's a very aggressive, very good player. So that might help them along actually.
I think Firehorse has his usual positioning. I find if I tend not to go bottom rail to try and take him out. I try to go B and then left rail.
Okay.
He usually jump. He usually doesn't have time to aim at you, and you jump up, and he knows you're coming, so he does move away, but it stops him sniping for a while.
Yeah.
Because he's got the sniper pistol, it's usually easier to get to him after that. If you've got 2 normal pistols.
The amount of times I've popped up though when he's had a sniper in one hand, shotgun in the other, and pop up to surprise him, and he's just instantly on the double barrel shotgun in my face. It's an effective combo. I think he's the first person I've seen use it as well. I don't think I've ever seen him on Dash League, and I do wonder if we might start to see a few players sort of adopt that strategy, because it covers you for close range and long range.
2 dots seems to have dropped off the map. I think he's got a little bit of technical problems. But
I think he's just changing his name, putting the TRBL on there.
Ah, right.
So I just want to say, particularly impressive that win, considering their captain and top player, Mr. Soap, was out for a bit of time there. So it's it really adds to that victory a bit there.
Yeah, definitely. Technical difficulties on both sides. It'd be interesting to hear what happened to Firehorse as well.
Yeah. Would it be a battery or... It looked like a battery issue, but you're saying if you've replaced them last night, unless he's on his Quest 1.
So, yeah.
Quest 1 churns through the batteries a bit quicker than the Quest 2, so might have been practicing all night.
That's a situation where, rare for gamers, you need to have a support person in your house. So could you please change the battery in this for me now? Alright.
Crash. Giving
Crash
us
looks
a bit of
ready.
entertainment while we're waiting for the other team to be ready.
Crash is doing her dancing. This is a nervy wait. So Whiskey, the only thing we got very good at in our warm-up was we were pretending to do shots. We were doing robot shots. So it was a 1, 2, 3, slam your shot glass down and chug it before a game. Little routine we got into. It's about the only thing we perfected, I think.
With the consumption of the alcohol part.
Yes, although they weren't real shots, obviously, they were robot shots. And yeah, we had one 16-year-old, so he had to do water.
Officially.
Yeah. We did pretend whiskey and he did pretend water. Alright, everybody's there.
2 dots in there.
Match starts in 3, 2, 1, go. First elimination.
And we're off. Native on the bottom rail. Has she seen
Blue
anyone?
takes B. Red takes C. Red team.
Okay.
Oh wow, countdown already.
Blue takes B. Red takes B. Red takes B.
Okay, so no one's really got dominance just yet.
Blue takes B.
Well, Mr. Soap's hanging back. That's a little unusual. I would be expecting him to push forward. Maybe it's just a temporary measure.
On the other hand, if Soap was defending, you could have the rest of your team going forward. And
Red takes B.
I wouldn't really want to be attacking if Soap was he jumps around so quickly.
Yeah, although that's where they can get them though. The fire horse and the
Fire horse.
sniper.
Way across the map.
Red takes B.
Yeah, it looks like that's the strategy they're taking. It's just Soap on the defensive. This would not be something KAOS expected, so this is interesting actually.
Blue takes A. Blue team
And you're right, maybe
scores
they're looking
in
at
three,
he's the best to take on that three-headed attack of Universal, Crash, and Axion. And it should allow the Nexus to push
Red
through.
takes B.
So yeah,
Yep.
this could be interesting.
Oh, bit of
And as you say,
confusion
2
over
dots will
there.
be pushing through as well.
Blue takes B.
So it's really just a battle over B at the moment.
Blue team scores in 3, 2,
Oh,
countered.
countdown! No.
Blue team scores in countered.
Alright, Axion. Need to go out. See
Red
where she
takes
goes.
B.
Now, Axion's last game,
Red
she was
team
absolutely on
scores
fire. I
in
think over
countered.
both maps, she got over sort of 80 kills, which is huge.
Blue takes
Um,
B.
So I wonder if she'll be doing a repeat performance of that
Red takes B.
in this domination match.
Red just needing
Blue
C
takes
now.
B.
B switching hands pretty regularly.
Red takes B.
Oh, he's got gold shotguns in Nexus. I suppose it's not that surprising.
Red team scores in countered. Red takes B. Blue takes
Dedication to a weapon.
B. Red
Yeah.
takes B.
Right, got double of them now. Is he still carrying with the shield? Oh, yep, double.
Blue takes
Oh,
B.
taken out by McMuffinator.
Blue takes B.
Didn't see
Red
where that
takes
came
B.
from. The key did either. Wonder why he gets the shield temporarily.
Well, that's something I do as well, actually, because ideally I get the shotgun, get the shield, move across the enemy's base, and then try and take their shotgun.
Red team
But to get me
scores
there and try and use the shield as a bit of safety. I'm not very good with it, so generally it doesn't work, but I understand the strategy
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
it.
No, I hadn't really thought it through.
C is the only one that red team needs to get, so there's probably going to be a good push coming towards here.
Yeah, they've got 3 or 4 pushing in there. Big pressure on 2 dots here.
Red team
They've lost A. Oh, they've got A.
three,
Well, they've got it. Got the countdown. Oh,
scores in 3, countered. Red
Oh.
team
Oh.
scores
Oh,
in
wow.
2, scores
another
in
countdown. This could be it.
2, 1. Red team
There
Big
you go.
scores.
this round.
Wow, okay. Well, that's not what we knew KAOS can do. McMuffinator was in that charge as well.
Go.
They're turning that 3-headed monster into a 4-headed monster now.
First
With Firehorse
elimination.
covering them to back the sniper
Blue
rifle, it's
takes
quite a
B.
lethal combination of players.
Native loves being in that basement area. She's very good at it.
Red takes B.
Bottom rail and basement is her domain.
Now it looks like
Blue takes B.
Trouble
Red
haven't
takes
taken their
B.
own base,
That's right.
which isn't that big of an issue unless you've got the other two buttons, in which case it's a terrible problem to have.
But it can be a tactic to not get your own base if you've got someone waiting there. So when you take the opposition's base, you lock players out when you feel like the time is right.
Yeah,
It's really
true,
hard
yeah.
to do though, and I'd be surprised if they've trained it. I don't think you can do it without training it.
Yeah. Things in this map happen so quickly, it's very hard to plan that sort of thing, but
Well, with your voice comms, you can be standing there saying, "Tell me when to push the button." But
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I don't think that's what's going on. I think they just forgot. Let's assume they've been hard at work planning up this tactic though.
trying something new.
It is a league final.
Okay.
Oh,
Trouble really need to do something here. Get some more aggression. I wonder if Soap's starting to push forward now.
Red takes B. Blue takes
Pop up
A.
pretty soon.
Red takes A. Blue takes B. Red takes B.
So just looking at the top dashes at the moment.
Blue takes
Got
B.
Mr. Soap on Trouble, 24 for 12, closely followed by Xenexus, 20 for 12. And on KAOS, you've got Universal, 23 for 20, so he's getting a lot of interactions here.
Blue takes A.
And Axion, 21 for 12.
Red takes A. Score.
Universal just that's
Oh.
what's that?
Another
40 odd
countdown.
interactions.
Yeah,
It's
he's
a lot of interactions. It just gets right out in the middle of it
yeah,
very quickly.
just charging forward the whole time. It's great to see.
Red team scores. Countered.
Right, red team just need the base. Built by Mr. Soap. How many times have we all seen that? Right, Crash loves going up that right rail.
Oh, yeah. So often you see both Crash and Axe together going up that one rail and then down this one here. And one of them's bad enough to take on, but two of them you got no hope.
Blue takes A. Blue team countered.
Oh, Soap is racking up the kills. He's 32 now for 14.
Wow, okay, that's incredible.
Oh, but he's still defending.
Still defending.
B.
Firehorse sniping from red base. Oh, and it looked
Oh.
like he just eliminated Mr. Soap from the
Yep.
business.
Yeah, Firehorse has knocked them off, 18 for 7. So he's doing his job very well.
Blue
And that's
takes
only
B.
counting the kills too. The sniper takes 2 shots to take someone down, but 1 shot will make them critical. So there'll be a number of players he's hitting and injuring severely, and so his teammates can finish them off.
Community service like that.
Yes.
It's a great view he's doing. Shooting right up into the heart of the team area.
Red team scores 3. Countered. Blue takes A. Red takes C.
Oh,
Blue takes
That's-
Yeah,
C.
that's what can happen.
the base there. That's a. Oh, I
Red
must have snuck
takes
behind him
B.
there.
You're so focused on what you're doing
Blue
that you
takes
can't see
B.
anywhere else. There's no peripheral vision.
Red takes C. Scores 3. Countered. Red takes B.
Universal not messing around, moving like nobody's business. Soap saw him coming. Straight back out there.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Oh,
Fine, if you jump
oh,
like this, you end up here without any dashes and you have
You
trouble
fall in the
moving
water.
from there.
Red takes A. Red team scores. Countered. Red team scores 3.
Oh, another countdown.
Countered.
And, oh, nice counter. KAOS really putting the pressure on Trouble here, trying to force it to a decider.
3. Countered.
Oh, another countdown.
Blue takes A.
Nice counter by Beulah there on B.
Red takes A. Red takes A.
So it looks like KAOS have signed up Trouble's base.
1.
Oh, another countdown. 3, 2,
Oh.
yeah, 3. Count it down.
So-
Oh, the
Lost
pressure.
Cancelled that
B.
at the last second.
Only holding B. Okay, here we go. Another countdown. This might be it.
2. 1.
That's
Red
it.
team
That's
wins
it. Yes.
this round.
KAOS. Right, it's uphill battle now for Trouble here.
Match point. Red takes B. First elimination.
I think at this point, you'd want to try something new tactics-wise. Even if it leads to a quicker end, but you know, things are desperate now. You need to change something up just to see if you can swing the momentum of the game a bit.
Blue
Certainly.
takes C.
I expect to see Mr. Soap pushing forward now.
Red takes
Yeah,
C.
I think so. I think, you know, he's obviously doing great work there. I mean, he's 46 kills in defense, so that's 46 people that
Blue takes
didn't get to
A.
attack the base. So him pushing forward
Red
might
takes A.
might end it quicker
Blue
and
takes
put KAOS
B.
more firmly in front. But
Red takes B.
maybe not. Maybe you know, he could be the difference in midfield. It's very easy to stay here when you're not in the game.
Red takes
Yeah.
C.
The reality in the game is often a lot different.
Red team
I mean, things are happening so fast. Another countdown, but counted at Trouble's base. Trouble
Oh.
getting rid of that. Oh, there we go. The classic sniper to shotgun by Firehorse.
Countered.
All falling for that.
Counters.
Right. Very brief countdown there. Another one.
Oh, this could be it.
Red team
Oh, just saved by Native.
countered. Scores in
2 dots countering at B.
Alright, they're both sides.
Oh, Mr. Soap taken down.
red team scores in
Oh, the KAOS are really holding that base well. Another countdown.
red team has
There it
It's
is.
over.
Team wins.
So we're going to decider, folks. Wow.
Capture point.
Okay, well,
There you
top
go.
dashes. Mr. Soap, 47 for 27 of over 8,000 points. And Axion, 38 for 23 with over 10,000 points, which is huge. And Universal, very high on the kill count, 46 for 42 and just below 10,000. So,
Definitely,
this
definitely
will be
Axion's
interesting.
game, that one. Leading her team beautifully.
So this will be it'll be interesting which team's been practicing in the stadium. We haven't had too many of them. I think I'm just trying to think. I think both these teams have actually had one this season. I know Trouble did against TBT and they won that. And they did against Whiskey as well, didn't they?
Yeah, I only played the Canyon on that day, but yes, they
So
beat us
that-
on control point.
I think they've got the experience of stadium coming into this. Although I don't think KAOS have had to do stadium yet, so Trouble might have the edge in here. It's a very different game from the payload and domination.
I can tell you the bookmakers are changing their charts at the moment, repricing this half. I think it's looking like
Okay.
being even money at this stage.
Yeah. So the teams look like they're going to be the same. It's probably wise because you've got the players all warmed up. Oh no, Beulah's dropped off. So I wonder who they'll be replacing him with. Will it be Drewy?
I think Bueller's a very good player on Stadium as well.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, unless it's a technical issue as well.
I'd have to change my entire game plan to play in a league match in Stadium. I tend never to go near the button.
It's just a totally different mindset, and it's one of those maps you have 3 or 4 goes at the button, and you get shot each time before you get there, and the frustration builds real quick.
Yeah, I just tend to disrupt on the back rail, but it's not the game where you can afford to be doing that.
It can be useful, but yeah, you need to have those button pushes as well, working in tandem.
So waiting to see who's coming in. Play for Trouble.
We've got 2 people leaving Trouble.
Oh, well, that is cocky if they're going to play 3 on 5.
Oh, when you're confident, right?
Well, they're
Well,
probably
they
not
do
too
have-
confident after being towed up on Waterway. So
They do have Mr. Soap, and he's quite famous for almost gluing himself to that button.
Yeah, he's an absolute force in Stadium. We played Stadium after the Anzac game with mixed teams, and I was unfortunately on the other side this time, and yeah, just couldn't get near him. He was just on that button the whole time, so fast. Okay,
I think
looks
you
like Drew.
probably, if you learned where if he has a regular movement pattern, might
You know
pay
what?
you to learn
He
it.
does, but he's so fast that even I couldn't catch him.
If Firehorse were to know what his movement pattern and get a rocket on it on one of his places, he might. He'd just switch it up very quickly. He's too smart
Yeah,
for
he
that.
would. Yeah, he's an absolute veteran player. Okay, well, it looks like 2 Dots and Drury have rejoined.
Red team still talking strategy.
Little timer counting up there. Is that about to hit 4 minutes for you guys?
Yep.
Cool. I was just worried that I was a little behind you guys for a moment in the last game, but I don't see how that's possible. Alright, blue, ready and raring to go by the looks. Everybody's ready. So KAOS will be in red. Trouble will be in blue. In about 10 minutes we'll know who wins the very first APAC League.
I know, we're into it. Drury going to take the button first.
That's right, Drury. Well done, Drury.
Oh, hits it twice. That's nice. You know, he's dying on the button. That's what you want. That sort of commitment from your team.
Axion doing a bit of disruption in the back. Didn't pay off all
Taking
that
out.
as well.
Aye. That's KAOS have control of the button. Actually, one more thing I noticed about Drury too recently is his speed of dashing has improved a lot. And you can see it here. He's just tearing it across the field. Okay, so Trouble out here with a not a huge lead, but a building. 7-second lead at the moment. Sorry, not Trouble. KAOS is leading. Now this is BX Native's favourite map, so let's see how she goes here. Blue have the button now, and they're closing that gap. Only 4 seconds now. And they've got it again. They're doing well here. Oh, Blue Trouble's taken the lead.
It's all about
Chaos just
making
need to do
sure
some
that
regrouping.
there's somebody on that button. Even if you're doing a suicide dive towards that button, you just go there and push it.
So after a early lead from KAOS, Trouble is starting to take control. It's only 12 seconds.
Certainly not too late for KAOS to wrestle this back, but they really need to
No.
be organised.
Oh no, KAOS are closing the gap again. This is a great match. Alright, 10 seconds of difference, Trouble ahead. So KAOS is closing that gap down to about 6 seconds of difference now. 3, 2, 1.
Alright,
Oh,
left hanging, but just lost the
Oh,
button.
they're tied up.
Button back.
Tied up. Oh, 1 second in it. This is incredible.
Looks
back
like
in
Trouble
control.
overwhelming the button now.
This is a real arm wrestle. What a final we've got.
Oh, body down.
Nice work. Look at this. I'm loving it. They're avoiding the fights and going straight for the button, and that is the attitude to have. You just keep hitting that button and then hope your teammates charging in can finish the guy off who's trying to shoot you.
If you're back by disrupting and they don't come and chase you, there's nothing more frustrating.
Yeah,
Not being overly disruptive if they ignore
Yeah.
you.
definitely had that before. I'm just hanging back at their base and they're ignoring me. Okay, so Trouble, 8-second lead. It's very close. Starting to pull away now, 16, 17 seconds.
Especially as KAOS had
Oh.
that slight lead. I think
One of the KAOS players actually
Bookies
missed the
are
button
in
there.
trouble now. I mean, I do that all the time. You don't want to be there for very long.
Well, they've closed the gap to 10 seconds. Universal going nuts. Oh,
you just got a double kill
Jesus.
there.
Yeah, nice work. Pulling them within 6 seconds. Or for our Australian listeners, 6 seconds.
Seconds, we say. Seconds. So, 140, are we?
Oh, yeah, KAOS back
Be
in
a
the
lot
lead.
closer.
Wow. And they're pulling, they're 5 seconds in the lead now. Oh, they're pulling away. Can Mr. Soap get down there? They're shutting him down. Spread out all over that button. I've got 3 on there at the time. Looks like KAOS are just starting to get their tactics together now. It's easy to get a bit frustrated at this point. Lose your composure a bit. I'm certainly guilty myself. I'd try and push a bit too hard and get out there and end up near the button with no dash and trying to walk over to push it. And,
You
it's
do
no good for anyone.
the moonwalk shuffle sideways. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, KAOS are really taking some control here, nearly up to 20-second lead. Muffinator has managed to dual wield SMGs.
I actually
Didn't get them.
find that getting these SMGs in this map, just staying a little bit far behind and just keeping constant fire towards that button, it actually helps the team quite a lot.
Yeah, it's useful, but only if your team has the button
Yeah.
at the time, because all it takes, and I'm surprised Trouble haven't identified him there yet. But often they stand quite a bit further back and then all it takes is one person to just dash 2 or 3 times, get behind them, finish them off before they've done too much damage. But McMuffinator's done a lot of damage there. He's doing really well.
Just giving it another go. Why wouldn't
Yep, that was working so well.
Yeah, it's working
Trouble.
for him, yeah. Somebody coming up behind
We're
him.
really
There
gonna
you
have to do something to shut him down. He's he's just
hunted down?
all over the place. 39 for
dogs.
14. He's a this could be the difference here.
It's an incredible performance from him.
So Nexus, shotties, his favourites. Doesn't work out so well for him.
No, oh, this is McMuffinator is just carving up. And it's he's getting the kills, but his team's giving him the space to get the both guns and to keep them safe as well. So it's a good team effort. But now they're cast out to a 35 second lead. Trouble's really going to have to start dominating that button and shutting McMuffinator down, which Xenexus does. Here we go. This is a good push.
Very good
Oh.
push.
Okay. What are we at? Just under 30 second lead. Trouble really needs to hold that tight now. See Druid push over there quickly. Oh, Axe takes
Good
him out.
movements from Drury.
It was, yeah, a little something, but it did well. Almost got away too.
Nice work. Oh, 2 dots are in there. Push the button, but he's taken out as soon as he gets there. Right, what are we up to
You
now?
need to think
20 second
Trouble
lead?
need to get the, obviously need to keep the point. They're going to have to deny KAOS the next hold session because timing is just going to work against them now.
They're coming back strong. They're only
This is exactly what they needed to do. They
15
need to-
seconds behind. This is close. This is close. But yeah, they need to get on that button. Oh, that's as close.
to blue, back to blue. Red
They're holding
cannot
it.
get it.
8 second
cannot get it.
difference. Oh, this is close.
Alright, here comes Firehorse. Nice work, Firehorse. Well
Jump
done.
on that button. Oh, it's doing some work there.
Okay, so this is the red push that
This is it.
Trouble had to repel.
Got a good hold here. Oh, he missed the button. Oh no!
Oh no,
Is this-
oh dear.
oh, this is key.
Is it.
This is it. Now Trouble needs to do a team wipe here, otherwise it is over. KAOS only need 10 seconds to finish this.
7 seconds. 6, 5,
5,
4,
4, 3,
3,
2,
2.
1. Over. Well, we have our season 1 champs, KAOS. What a
Congratulations.
match that was, though. Pulled them back within what, 6-7 seconds
Very
with
much. Could have gone either way.
Yeah, incredible result. Well, looking at top dashes there, we got Mr. Soap, 38 for 35 and 9,676 points. Unsurprisingly, that's his deal, smashing up those points. And on the KAOS, we got Crash Zone, 37 kills, 23 deaths, over 10,000 points. Axe very close behind with just under 10,000. And it's worth mentioning McMuffinator there with his 48 for 21, the dual SMGs causing
Gotta
havoc
mention
there.
McMuffinator.
Yeah, what a match. Wow, that's fantastic. Oh, that's great. Well, what we're probably going to get into now is I'm going to jump on the stream there and read out some season awards. I'll see if I can jump on in. I think Crash has jumped out.
Yeah,
Okay.
Crash jumped out.
Give me a second, guys. I'll jump on in.
All right, guys, I'm actually going to jump off and just listen to you for the rest of this. It's been fun watching with you.
Thanks, Quokka.
All right, I'll see you around the grounds later on, I'm sure.
Yep. See you.
Okay, bye now.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm just connecting up now. Can you still hear me there?
Yep, can still hear you.
There we go. I'm in the stream. Hey, everyone. Oh, Crash jumped out so I could jump in, I think. Oh, no, is she coming back, is she? Okay, cool, cool. Oh, yes. I'll be back with you in a second, Private, and just sort out things here.
Okay.
So, Private, we're just waiting for Crash Zone to jump back in.
Okay. Do you want to get the guys into position so that I can move the drone?
Yeah, I'll do that now.
Rembrandt, as soon as you can. We don't have audio from you.
How's that? Is that you can hear me all right?
I can hear you now.
Cool. All right. So I'll just well, this is awkward. Okay. Okay, so I'll just pull up the details on my screen. All right, guys, I'm going to start reading out the awards for Season 1 of the APAC Hyperdash League/Cup. We're still working on a formalised name, but that will come in Season 2. So firstly, thanks to everyone who's competed over the last 4 weeks. It's been, it's been a real learning experience getting this all going, and massive thanks to everyone who's put in work, both playing, doing the casting, the commentating, the stats, just the organising, the scrims. We've got other teams coming and play us. It's been brilliant, and it's been amazing just to watch everyone play, and this has been a real success. So, and the final, what a final! Absolutely brilliant. That was, I think Trouble, you pulled it back within like 6 or 7 seconds in the last minute or so there, and it was it was a brilliant final. So couldn't ask for much more. So we've worked out a few sort of awards, which I'll try and read through while I'm in the VR. So if we start off, the first award, first off, I will just advise that these awards are based on stats from the first 3 weeks of play. So just the round robin. So everyone's played the same amount of games, and they're based on averages. So it's, if a team went and played a stadium map, it's still based on the averages. It's not, who's got the most total kills, that sort of thing. Right, so the first stat, we're getting the most improved players. Now I've split this into 3 categories. So if you remember at the start of the season, I asked everyone to sort of say what skill level they're at, beginner, intermediate, and veteran. Some of those levels will have changed throughout the season, but our first award is for the most improved beginner, and that is from Team Trouble, Drewy. Congratulations. And that improvement's been obvious in the pub servers as well. It seems to be you started picking up rocket launchers and Trouble's brewing. So well done there, Drew. Okay, second award, most improved intermediate. Now again, for these awards, these are only players who've played all 3 of these games. So I wanted to base it just from the first game to the last game in the round robin. And the winner for this is Shingeki from Team Whiskey. Well done to Shingeki. Hope he's watching. Okay, now the third award, you can probably guess what this will be. Most improved veteran. And the winner for that is from Team KAOS, Axion. Nice one, X. Timed your run perfectly. Fantastic. Great job. Okay, so for the next 5 awards, we've got a first, second, and third place. So the first award is the Maverick Award for the most interactions. So an interaction is kills plus deaths. So we've worked out an average that each player has got per game. And why it's called the Maverick Award is there's a very well-known player in Hyperdash named Maverick, and he is very well known for having high interactions. He just charges forward, he either dies straight away or he goes and kills a lot of people. It's great to have a player like this on your side. So in third place for this award, for the Maverick Award, from Team Trouble, with 95.9 interactions per map on average, we have Mr. Soap. Okay, so second place with exactly 100 interactions per game from Team KAOS, Axion. Good work, Ax. Okay, now the number 1 award for the first place award for Interactor of the Season with 100.8, which is very close behind Axe there. From Team KAOS, it's Universal. Nice one, Uni. Okay, now the next award is called the No I in Team Award. We may revise the name of that, but this is an award for the, because we can get stats on everyone's score ratio, so how many points they get in a game and what their kill death ratio. So this is awarded for someone who puts the importance of the team above the importance of getting a good kill KD. So so it's whoever's getting the difference between their skill, their score ratio and KD is the highest. So it's someone who puts their body on the line for the team at all times. So the third place for the No I in Team Award, we have from Team Whiskey, Rogers. Hello, Rogers. Hope you're watching. Okay, in second place, again from Team Whiskey, we have Shingeki. That's Shingeki. If you're watching there from Japan. And the number one for the No I in Team Award, we have from Team KAOS, Eraser. Oh, he's not in here, is he? Hope you're watching, Eraser. Nicely done, mate. Okay, now we'll move on to the. What do we do there? Okay, we'll go on to the most valuable dasher, doing it by. We're going to do this for beginner and intermediate, and then we'll do an overall. So the beginner most valuable dasher. Now this takes into account both KD and score ratio. And so in third place for the most valuable dasher and beginner is from Team Whiskey. We have Rogers. This one, Rogers. And second place for the most valuable dasher in beginner class, we have from Team KAOS, Eraser. This one, Eraser. Yeah. And for the winner of the most valuable beginner, we have from Team Trouble, Drewy. Well done, Drew. Okay, now we'll move into the most valuable dasher intermediate. So in third position, from Team TBT, we have Person. Well done, Person. I know you're watching. I see you commenting on the video. Good work, mate. And second, for intermediate, most valuable dasher, we have, again from TBT, Marisol. Congrats, Marisol. I'm pretty sure I saw you commenting on the video too, so nice work there. And the winner of the most valuable dasher intermediate, but definitely no longer intermediate class, Team KAOS Universal. Well done, Universal. You will not be eligible for intermediate next season, okay? Well done, mate. Okay, so we'll move on. Before we do the most valuable dasher overall, and I'm going to do that I'm going to read them off from 10th through to 1st, just to, bring this thing a bit longer. We're going to do a highest KD average award. So we'll start at third place with a KD average of 1.51 from Team Trouble, Xenexis. Nice one, Xenexis. That is terrific, mate. That's really good. And second place for the highest KD with 1.687. There's a reason I've had to break that down. It's Mr. Soap from Team Trouble. And the winner of the... Oh, hang on, wait. I think I'm talking a bit fast. I might be going over the applause. Anyway, the winner of the highest KD for Season 1 from Team Whiskey with 1.696, Lord Grimm. Yeah, he's not watching. He's definitely out camping. He's been freezing, so let's get him to watch the stream when he gets home. Yeah, don't tell him what part of the video it's on. We mixed it up a bit. We just put it throughout the stream to different awards. Okay, now for the next award is the highest score ratio. So it's similar to KD, but it's for what percent of the points a person gets. So a ratio of 1 means you get, if everyone in the map scored the same amount of points, everyone will get a 1. So anything above 1, it means you're putting in the extra, doing the extra work. So in third place, oh, can you hear me? Yep. Can you hear me, Private?
Yep, can hear you.
Oh, yep, that's fine. I cut out briefly. That's right. I bumped the power button. In third place for the best score ratio, we have on Team KAOS with a ratio of 1.46, Axiom. Nicely done, X. There are no trophies, unfortunately. I just didn't go that far. Okay, so second place in the best score ratio, Team Whiskey, Lord Grimm, 1.51. Okay, and now the winner with the best score ratio, Season 1, Team Trouble with a score ratio of 1.68, Mr. Soap. Okay, so now we'll do a countdown for the most valuable dasher. This is overall. I'm going to do it from 10th through to 1st, just to keep everyone guessing. So this is based on a what I call a performance rating, which is an average between KD and score ratio. So again, anything above 1 is fantastic. Right, so in 10th place from Team TBT with a performance rating of 1.09, we've got Marisol. Congrats, Marisol. In 9th place with a performance rating of 1.1 from Team Whiskey, David, or Clan David, I think he's otherwise known. Nice one, David. Okay, in 8th place from Team TBT with a performance of 1.12, we have Damage You. Nice one, Damage You. Okay, in 7th place with a performance of 1.21 from Team Trouble, Xenexis. Congratulations. Okay, now in 6th place for performance rating with 1.24 from Team KAOS, Crash Zone. Thanks, Crash. Right, now we're going to round up the top 5, and maybe we might end up doing like an all-star game. Try and take these top 10 and set up a game that might be worth a go. But so now into the top 5. 5th place from Team KAOS with a performance ratio of 1.32. Universal. Congrats, mate. In 4th place with a this is good, with a performance rating of 1.35 from Team TBD, me. Go Redback, yeah. Give me your applause. Okay. Alright, now into the top 3. So 3rd place for the most valuable dasher with a performance rating of 1.47, which is just massive. From Team KAOS, Axion. Nice one, X. Fantastic job. Okay, now for 2nd place, and this will probably give away 1st place, but we'll bear with me before we start cheering. 2nd place for the most valuable dasher with a performance rating of 1.6 from Team Whiskey, Lord Grim. Congratulations, Grim. And that leaves us with 1st place, which probably isn't a surprise. Our winner for Season 1, most valuable dasher with a performance rating of 1.69, Team Trouble, Mr. Soap. Nice one, Mr. Soap. Oh, got a bit carried away there. Alright, that's all the awards. Thank you everyone for competing here who's watching, and everyone who's going to watch this going forward. We'll hopefully work out what we're going to do with Season 2. I don't know if you've all seen the announcements of what's happening with the main APAC League, but they're starting to get some decent sponsorship in, and they're happy to help promote us. They sort of put a shout out to this final during the halftime on the Dash League final. So certainly some exciting times coming up. But thank you all for being a part of Season 1, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your night. Congrats to KAOS, Season 1 champions. Nice one. All right, I'm signing out. Are you there, Private?
I'm here. Well done,
Yep.
everybody.
I unfortunately, Firehorse was saying something and I ended up cutting him off by accidentally quitting out, so
Well,
I'll
it was
find out what that was
definitely an
later.
exciting first season. That's for sure. And for those of you that are still watching, we will be having some scrims leading up to the 2nd season as we try and figure out the details around that. And if you'd want to be a part of this action and us playing these games, consider joining our Discord. And if you're within the APAC region, come in and find a clan or a team and let's get gaming. Rembrandt, it was always
and
nice to have you.
Thanks, mate, and thanks so much for your work too on the streams and the videos and the graphics. And I think the us going through Canyon at the start was my mistake. I thought we'd play Canyon, but there we go. But this is a learning experience. This one.
Yep.
And yeah, really looking forward to season 2 and what that might bring.
Okay, well, I think we're going to sign off now.
Fantastic.
Thanks,
Thanks,
everybody.
everyone.